PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code Cajun, all caps, C-A-J-U-N, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. And in case you missed that promo, please, if you guys are buying or selling on the PWCC marketplace, consider using my affiliate link, which is in my YouTube description. Just click the link. When it pops up in your browser, hit the favorites button, save it, and use that favorites PWCC. Just call it PWCC/Cajun. Use that link forever, and it's a great way for you guys to support the channel without putting any money out of your own pocket. And if you're ever going to sell anything or even submit cards to the vault, please use the promo code Cajun so I can convince these guys that I have a big mouth and a little bit of influence, although I don't like to use the word influence in the hobby. And it's Cajun, C-A-J-U-N, all caps. Okay, this is the PWCC Weekly. It is number 80, I believe. I think I read that right. Is that right? Number 80. Let me scroll. It is PWCC Weekly number 80, also known as the weekly during the week of the national, right? So a lot of the hobby was in Rosemont, Illinois, and conventional wisdom says, hey, you can get some deals on PWCC Weekly. You can get some deals on the Golden because everybody's distracted up in Rosemont and everything's going to kind of fly under the radar. I've got bad news or good news, depending on your perspective. There weren't a lot of deals. I see a lot of cards that have gone up. We're going to look at about 15 to 18 cards. We're doing the top 100 like we always do. Stay tuned until the end because it's Michael Jordan versus a bunch of white dudes that I've never heard of. And it's going to be really interesting because you guys know there's been this vintage PSA 10 trend. 61 Fleer PSA 10s, or 69 Fleer PSA 10s, 69 Topps PSA 10s, 70 PSA 10s, 72 PSA 10s, 60 high grade 61 Fleers. There's a bunch of vintage stuff that's, again, just kind of meandering its way towards the top, setting some all-time records. We'll look at a couple of those, but I'm not going to kill the whole video going through that over and over again because every one of them is obliterating records, so just assume that they did. But let's get cranking. I got screen share pulled up. We're going to start with a Bill Russell PSA 5, 1961 Fleer. Of course, his rookie is the 57. $900 for that Russell. A LaMelo Ball, who, by the way, is anybody fallen off the radar more so than LaMelo Ball? $930 for this LaMelo Ball, serial number to 20, Panini Flawless Diamond. Durant cards seem to be on the super cheap. I did not look this up in Card Ladder, but this is it's a Durant. Is it a sticker? It might be a sticker. I can't really tell. It does look like a sticker. If it's on card, my apologies, but it looks like a sticker. It's just real faint. I can't tell, but under $1,000 for a Jim Durant autograph card seems like really cheap. So he's sort of flying under the radar, perhaps. I don't know. You'll have to do your own research. The first card we're going to look up is the commodity Kobe rookie card. If you think the Topps Chrome is a commodity, the Topps Paper PSA 10 is right here. It sold last night for $930. Kobe, as we know, and I'll be honest with you, before I clicked and looked at this graph, I thought Kobe cards were continuing to nosedive over the last 6 months. That is anything but the case. Look at this graph. You're talking about 161 sales, reflecting a 12% growth rate. So good news for Kobe collectors. Maybe we've hit the Kobe bottom. Maybe Kobe's starting to go up and to the right gradually, organically, the way that God intended. Not the crazy spike and regress that we've been dealing with in the hobby. And again, you can throw out some of these preposterous anomalies. That's an anomaly. But this Kobe card looks like, and it's a huge high pop card. Only over 47,000 graded, and it's 11% gem rate. There's 4,000 of these, so these are high pop cards that are showing really good results. Up 12% over the last, I think that's 6 months. Yeah, over the last 6 months. A gold shimmer Ja Morant, 960, suspended for a bit here. $990 for this LeBron serial number 20 flawless patch. A red variations contenders optic rookie Trae Young on card. BGS 9.5 does $990. That would have been $50,000 a couple of years ago. The Topps gold Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of people believe, so you got the upper deck, right? That's the one of his rookie cards, and there's two variations of that upper deck, the trade and the regular. There's the Topps gold right here that you're looking at on your screen. And then the other one would be the Beam Team. And, of course, there's a Beam Team members only as well. People kind of fight about which one of those is his true rookie card. It's unequivocally one of those three, and those three are sort of the big dogs, or at least the the cards that most often are referred to as Shaq's rookie card. $9.90 for this sale. I think I pulled that one up. I do. I have it right here. Up 1.85%, basically flat, better than the last sale of $9.30. A bit down from the $12.75, but that was the second highest sale of the last 32. So that's what you're looking at. And by the way, I'm grinding here, baby. I flew in from Rosemont last night, came to the office, got some stuff done on my personal collecting stuff, went into my spreadsheets, input all of my purchases and trades from Rosemont so I can handle it for tax reasons at the end of the year. Created my, did my spreadsheet. I did win a couple cards in this PWCC Weekly Auction. None of them that are going to appear in this top 100 because I was too busy doing damage up in Rosemont and having a blast, seeing friends and shaking hands and kissing babies. But the Shaq is about even over the last 6 months. So good result there. Black Shimmer Clay, 1 of 1, does 1,020. I do want to look this card up because this is a little bit of a sneaky Giannis card. I traded out of 2 really big Giannis Prism autograph color BGS 9.5 rookie cards, but I pulled some heat back in that trade, man, and 6,000 cash. So you'll see more about that. I don't remember if I gave the details about that, but basically I got back the Fleer team leader. That was the big piece, plus 6,000 cash, plus I think 3 or 4 other Jordan cards that I was really high on and very excited to get. So out with Giannis, in with Jordan, rinse and repeat. I'll do it all day long. 2013 Hoops Giannis Gold. A lot of people may not even know this card exists. I think it's a great rookie. It's clearly from a photo shoot, but I think it's a great look in action pose. 1,020 for that gold PSA 10. There's your chart. It may be time to scoop. When you're talking about 169 of these, remember we saw the Kobe tops was like pop 4,000 plus, and only 40-something thousand have been graded. This card right here is less than 1,000 have been graded. Less than 900 have been graded. Tough card. Decent gem rate. Surprisingly higher than I would have suspected for that paper card, but it's down 23% over the last 2 years. If we look at the last 6 months, it's actually up. The last 2 have been up substantially. Somebody got a crazy steal here at $565, $850. This one goes back up to $1,000. I think that's at least $1,000 card right there. A Kobe Bryant X-Fractor serial number 299 PSA 10 does 1,000. That seems cheap. Bowman Chrome, of course, doesn't hit the numbers that Topps Chrome does or Topps Finest. The famous Stardate EX2000 card in a PSA 9 does right at 1,000. Another LaMelo Auto does 1,000. The Drexler rookie card does 1,080 in a PSA 10. I know that card got to just shy of $4,000 or $5,000 at one point because I had a couple of them. The 2003 Pippen X-Fractor PSA 10, that's a pop one right there. Serial number 220 does 1,110. Let's look them up, right? These are cards that we see all the time, but sometimes it's reflective of what's going on in the hobby. Before I pull up the graph, do you think these silver PSA 10s are going up or down? I know what I thought before I clicked the graph. What are you thinking that they're doing, up or down? 1,170, 1,140, that's pretty consistent. Look at it over the last 3 months. Have we seen the bottom, right? This is a commodity card. Look how many pop there are. 2,230 silver. Okay, so there's about half as many Luka Doncic Silver Prism PSA 10s as there are Kobe Bryant Topps paper PSA 10s. This is where Panini started to open the floodgates and chase the dollar. Pay attention, and I'm going to let you remember this number, 2,230, 2018 Doncic Silver PSA 10s. But it is flat, and that is a good sign because we know it's dipped quite a bit over the last 2 years. I'm skipping Ja. I wanted to go straight here so you don't forget. Remember, 2,230 Doncic. How many do you think there are of the Devin Booker 2015 Prism Silver PSA 10s, right? 2,230 Doncic just 3 years before, right? 2015, and then you go 16, 17, 18. So just 3 years prior, the 2015 Devin Booker sold for $1,230. Look at the pop on that, 213, about 1/10 of the pop, a little bit less than 1/10 of the pop. That is impressive. Less than 1,000 have been graded, and 1 billion Doncic Silver Prism have been graded. So that somewhere between 15 and 18 is where Panini said, the hell with it. Let's go get that dollar. Let's go make that paper. And that is when the floodgates open on print runs for silvers, and silvers cease to have the same type of meaning. That is why a silver PSA 10 Booker is worth more than a silver PSA 10 Doncic. Doncic is probably the better player. Doncic is probably going to finish with a better resume. Despite the fact that Booker's been to a finals and Booker looks primed to make a run at another title, I would suspect that if I was an investor, if the pops were the same, I would certainly go Doncic all day long. He's got more meat left on the bone. He's a little bit younger, not as much younger as you think. Booker was very young when he came in the NBA. I believe he was 19 when he entered the NBA. A 9.5 Karl Malone. It's a quad gem. Nobody collects this set in 9.5. They just don't. They collect it in PSA 10, 9, and 8. The Rudy Tomjanovich card. PSA 10, 1230 for that one. Phil Chenier from the great Washington Bullets, 1976, PSA 10. You're talking about Pop 9 and Pop 14. Set collectors chasing those cards right there. Bill Cunningham, 1,230 for this 1970 All-Star Billy Cunningham PSA 9. There are no 10s, and so a person who's attacking that set registry with vigor and gusto is going to be okay picking up the 9 because the 10 doesn't exist. So that's best in class right there for the Billy Cunningham. Steph Curry autograph validating marks, serial number 49, 1260. This is an interesting card. I'm going to click it. It's LeBron, and then it drops down a little bit, Mo Williams, and then it drops down to a dude named Darnell Jackson. I remember watching the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2009. I do not remember a Darnell Jackson playing basketball for that team. So, I have no idea who that is. Sounds like a cornerback in the NFL, but apparently he was an NBA basketball player. I don't know what that does to the card. If it was just LeBron and Mo Williams, it would probably be 2,000. If it was just LeBron, it'd probably be 4,000. I don't know. But I don't want Darnell Jackson anywhere near my PC. PSA 9 Topps Chrome LeBron does 1,290. Oh my God, how the mighty have fallen. I remember buying some of these at about $9,000. I am an idiot. Hand raised. I made some stupid decisions on the Topps Chrome LeBron. I'm not sure why I did not see that right hook coming. 1,320 for the Kobe. Kobe Precious Metal. We talk about this in the MJ Hierarchy Project, which, by the way, another episode airs tonight. I think it's the last episode of Tier 3. So it'll be Tier 3 Part 3. If you've been following the Michael Jordan Hierarchy Project, Tier 3 Part 3 comes out, I believe, tonight, if I'm not mistaken. And that's going to be a wrap for Tier 3. Remember, Tier 4 is bigger than Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 combined. So Josh and I are recording Tier 4 videos starting tonight. It's going to take us through the entire month of August. I'm just going to let you guys know that. The MJ Hierarchy Project, where I go through the best Michael Jordan inserts and parallels from the 80s and 90s, top to bottom. It's over 300 cards. It's going to take us all the way through the month of August. It's had extremely positive feedback. I can't tell you how many people stopped me at the National and mentioned something about how much they like the Hierarchy Project. So I'm pleased that I could bring something to the hobby that people seem to want to ingest and talk about and discuss. And the beauty of going to the National this week is I got about 4 more guests to commit to coming on the show to talk about some of the stuff in the Hierarchy. So I'm a mouthpiece. I'm a purveyor of information. I'm a conduit for really intelligent people with monster collections, with tons of Jordan knowledge, vast knowledge of the Jordan world, significantly more than me, to come on my channel, and then I will elicit the information from them and hopefully make it as entertaining as possible. But these two Kobe's go for $1,320 each. Both are PSA. Well, one's a PSA 9, one's a PSA 8.5. This Precious Metal, rumor has it the print runs about $350, something like that. I like this card. I really think that's a good Kobe rookie card. I don't think I looked that up. I did look it up. Okay, there's the PSA 9, 2077. I wanted to show you guys this. Only about 248 have been graded, so that holds about true. There's probably about 350 out there. The problem with these precious metal cards, and again, we talk about it in the MJ Hierarchy Project, it's hard to identify them. Even an astute collector, even a savvy collector of 90s cards, if you're flipping through 1996 metal, it's real easy to see this card, think it's a base, and cast it to the side. Of course, if it was a Kobe, you're not going to cast it to the side, but you get my point. Kobe Bowman's best picks, refractor, and of course that's die cut in the bottom right. PSA 9 does $1,320. A Trey, a Duncan Atomic Refractor PSA 10 rookie refractor, $1,470. That is an absolute shame. He's shooting a little left-handed baby hook over the great Hakeem Olajuwon. You're looking at probably 2 of the 12 greatest players that have ever played the sport of basketball, including the greatest power forward of all time. and it's $1,470 for his Atomic Refractor PSA 10 rookie card. I just don't get it. The Skybox Premium Kobe Rubies. By the way, Duncan was better than Kobe, and I'll fight me. I mean, he was. I looked at it. It's close. It's close. He didn't do it in his in the same exciting type of way, but you guys need to go look at Tim Duncan. Again, the scoring, the PPG is not going to match Kobe's, but go look at the credentials. Go look at basketballreference.com and look at the accolades in the top right. Tim Duncan is the undisputed greatest power forward of all time, and Kobe's not the undisputed greatest of anything of all time except volume shooter. And again, it sounds like I'm disparaging Kobe. I'm simply saying I don't think he's as acclaimed as Duncan. I still have him in my top 8 that ever played the game, top 8, 9 that ever played the game. We got more Kobe autograph, a Steph autograph with 3 bullet hole diamond things, a Bill Russell Legendary Fabrics autograph card. That's a serial number to 100 card in a BGS 9.5. It's a pop 2, $1,500 for that Bill Russell auto. Is a great looking card. Great set. Intimidation Nation. For those of you who've been watching the Hierarchy Project, we talk in great detail about this set. It's awesome. And of course, the Jordan's a monster. A card. Intimidation Nation 98 Skybox Premium BGS 9 Kobe does $1,500. Seems cheap to me. Seems real cheap to me right there. Again, BGS 9.5. It's quad. It's beautiful. It's great. It could be a PSA 10. It looks just as good as a PSA 10, but you're just never going to get the return for BGS 9.5 as you would for PSA 10. This Ewing Essential Credentials Future is serial number 260. Remember, the Essential Credentials Future and the Essential Credentials Now, they kind of alternate. It's kind of yin and yang. It's kind of a lever and pulley system. They add up to the same amount, which I think is 81. Did I get that right? I think it adds up to 81. So the Essential Credentials Now for Ewing should be 21. I might have got that wrong, but I think that's right. This is a pop 1, only 6 higher. $1,530 for this Ewing. I've got it pulled up. $1,530 is the second highest I think this card's ever sold for. A raw one sold actually relatively recently. No, I'm sorry, that's a year ago. A year ago, a raw one sold for $2,175. This $1,530, yeah, it's the second highest that card's ever sold for in any grade ever. A Kobe Bryant autograph, black. I'm not familiar with this one. It's Playoff Contenders patches. I don't see patches anywhere. Am I missing something? I don't see a patch, but it's called Contender Patches. Maybe some of the other cards in the set are patches, but that Kobe goes for $1,590. A Steph patch auto, never seen one of those. $1,620. Kobe Bryant Apprentice Finest Refractor. PSA 8 does $1,650. Stay tuned. We'll see the bigger, more relevant Kobe Bryant Finest Refractor rookie coming up shortly. The 2003 LeBron James Topps PSA 10 does $1,710. 2 more Kobe autos, 1740 and 1830. A Doncic Kaboom from 2020 Crown Royale PSA 10 does $1,890. Zion Williamson, remember him? Now he's getting sued because they stole some money from some people or borrowed money that they were supposed to pay back, and the family refused to do it. Everywhere he goes, everything he touches is turning into a disaster. I would have killed for the Pelicans to have dealt his ass. I just feel terrible things coming in his future. 1920 for this serial number to 5 card. Bird Magic with the old SGC label. It's an SGC 88/8. $1,920 for that one. Another Kobe auto, a Jokic 1/1 autograph from Panini Encased, which nobody likes. Again, that's not a rookie there. It's just an encased BGS 9. Encased, for those of you who don't know, is kind of a product. I think Panini stopped making it because the feedback it just wasn't well received. But it's a 1/1 Jokic nonetheless, 2,130. A really good looking Iverson card. I love that hue of blue in the background. This is a 1/1 Iverson Legendary Scripts Platinum from Flawless. It's a 1/1 masterpiece, 2,280. Whoa. Never seen this before. Scotty Barnes sneaks in again. So after regressing massively last year, Scotty Barnes and the Raptors look to sort of flip the script and get a little bit better. Of course, Van Vliet's gone, right? He went to the Rockets for no apparent reason whatsoever other than to get in the way of the development of their young backcourt. They brought the little fat guy in there to be a veteran presence and get in the way of the development of all the players, which is what's going to happen. They're going to be terrible anyway. Serial number 99 says True RPA 2400. A playoff game 7. PSA 9 does 2520. Bootstrap Bill Turner. Am I crazy? I watched Pirates of the Caribbean a long time ago. But I'm almost positive, like Orlando Bloom's dad's name in the movie was Bootstrap Bill Turner, wasn't it? Maybe I'm crazy, but that's probably not him, because this guy clearly appears to be African American, and Orlando Bloom was clearly Caucasian. It could have been adopted, I guess. Bootstrap Bill could have been a black pirate. I don't know. I've never seen a black pirate. That's another thing. You don't see black pirates in movies, which is really odd. There had to be black pirates, right? I don't know. 2,520. That's Bootstrap Bill Turner. That PSA 10's a pop 6. Pretty interesting card there. Turner on the front of his photo shoot jersey. I think there's some story, and somebody told me the story. Sorry, these vintage guys are so smart. Somebody shared with me the story that they couldn't wear the uniforms for some reason, so they just threw random stuff on, like these shirts that have no logos whatsoever. Another Jimmy Collins 10, a Topps Greg Howard, Dwight Howard's cousin, maybe his dad, I don't know. 2,760, 2,520. Here's a card I do want to look up. We looked up the Booker, remember, it was like pop 213 or something like that, 230, 213, something like that. Let's see what the Jokic is. The Jokic obviously selling for significantly more than the Booker and the Doncic. I think the Booker was about 1,200. Jokic should be selling for way, way, way more than Devin Booker, and he's not, and I'm not sure why, but there's the Jokic. It is very solid returns over the last 3 months, the last 21 sales. However, it's a little bit of a concern. Remember, we always think after somebody wins a championship, their cards go down. Well, we didn't see that necessarily with this particular Silver Prism PSA 10, but now I think we are. So 3,700, 3,360, 3,366, and then all the way down here to 3,005. If this thing dips below 2,000, that's a pop 145, people. That is not a lot out there. 2015 silvers mean something. 2014, 15, even 2016 silvers mean something. 2017 sort of the threshold, and when you cross 2017 into 2018, all you got to do is go look at the Doncic and the Trae Young pops, and then after that, all hell breaks loose. Net effect die cut Kobe from 1999 Fleer Tradition, 3,000 for that BGS 10 pop 1. Triple autograph, Anthony Davis, Shaquille O'Neal, and Magic Johnson does 3120. That's an NBA certified or NBA certified authentic, serial number to 10. We've got Dave Bing, 3,120. That's a pop 10 card right there. The vintage run continues. I wanted to look this up. It's a commodity card. There's plenty of them out there, but a lot of people like me are trying to put that PSA 10 Fleer run together, start to finish, all of them. I want every single one Fleer in PSA 10. I've got him pulled up right here. 606 pop. Look at it over the last 6 months, up 20%. That's a nice return, and it's a slow and steady, up 20%, 17 sales, so it's not an anomaly. Just good news there. Triple auto, Bird Magic, rookie 3,600. Kobe X-Fractor PSA 10 does 3,720. That's serial number to 220. Quad auto. Let's see who we got here. We've got Barkley, Kevin Garnett, Nowitzki, and Karl Malone. So you've got the second. You've probably got the second, third, fourth, and fifth greatest power forwards that ever lived, unless I'm forgetting somebody. Tim Duncan's the one that's missing, clearly. But it looks like Dirk put his jersey number on there. Malone put his jersey number on there. KG seems to not have. And Barkley, I can't tell what's going on. 3,840. Boy, is that a really, really cool card. That's serial number to 10, too. Serial number 1 out of 10. Math nerds rejoice. The Mojo autograph, sticker autograph. Luka Doncic does 3,960 in a BGS 9. The Iverson Refractor PSA 9, big Iverson card here. I think it looks a little dull. I don't think the color's popping on this card. I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. It sold for 3,960, and that's going to be a little bit less than the last sale. And here's why. Look at the cards. Are you ready for this? There's the one that sold last night for 3,960. There's a nice cream crisp copy. Look at the difference. You see the difference? You see the difference? Much, much better color right there. And color is everything on these refractors, especially if you're looking at PSA 9s, right? If you can't get perfect centering, you better get perfect coloring. Again, my vibe on these is I don't collect very many 96 Topps Chrome Refractor because they're all going to green at some point. We're seeing it happen. It has nothing to do with sunlight. Anybody who tells you it does is just flat out wrong. It's not correct. Down 15.38%, and I think a lot of the reason that it sold for $46.50 and then this one dipped all the way to $39.60 would be the coloring, the aforementioned lack of coloring. We've got the great Kevin Lockery. I think he was a coach, 4,080. This is a pop 3, so set registry chaser right there. Same thing here. Doug Collins, Michael Jordan's coach. He had a beautiful, beautiful perm during his playing years and even into his coaching years. Very greasy, very permy, a little bit of a mullet action in the background. Just super super feathery. You can kind of see it working right there. 4,440. That's a big number for a Doug Collins 1976 card. LeBron James, finest refractor rookie SGC 9 does 4560. How about this cat right here? Wally Anderzunas. Never heard of him. I've literally studied basketball my whole life. I have never heard of Wally Anderzunas. This is a pop 1, 4,920. Kobe auto, Jokic auto do 5520 and 5280. I shouldn't glaze over this Jokic. This Jokic is serial number to 5 and a filthy ass patch right there and a good looking autograph as well. The Drexler PMG Red, the only PMG Red that's going to make an appearance on our top 100 today. I've got him pulled up. I've got to go here. 5520 is what it sold for last night. That's higher than the last sale, but the last sale was a 7.5, so a half grade higher, $1,000 more. The same, the BGS 8, the same grade. This says serial number to 150. That's probably a mistake because it's not. Sold for 6,000. That's a retro, of course. And then back here, you get all the way to these raws, 5,600. PWCC's went through a little phase there where Naz and me and Steve Davis and Brady Hill and a bunch of other people, Stanley, there was a lot of people worldwide that were trying to put that set together. So these cards ran a good bit during the year 2022. I can attest to that. But good result last night for that Drexler sale. There was actually a Drexler 8.5 going around at the National. I can't remember who had it, but it's just a beautiful looking card. PMG Reds are just, they're special, man. Paul Silas, 1976 tops. He gave birth to the worst coach in NBA history, former Houston Rockets coach. I forget his name. I just went blank on his name. Something Silas. Little Silas. Silas Jr., we'll call him. 5,520. A LeBron auto rookie. And I'm sorry, it's a 2005. It's a 101 masterpiece. Wow. BGS 9. Cool card there. 5,640. Jordan SGC 88. Why? I don't know. Cross it over, please. 5,760. I like this card. Jordan's got a card from this set. I'm almost positive. This is the 2003 SP Game Used Authentic Patches Autograph. These things just really look good, especially with Kobe. It's kind of yellow on yellow. It looks great, man. Serial number to 50, 6,300 for that one. This Jordan PSA 8 does 6,300, but I want to show you the power of the PWCC sticker, the eye appeal sticker I'm specifically talking about. This PSA 8 Jordan does 6,300. Remember that number. The Kobe 96 Finest with coating PSA 9 does 6,900. I've got him pulled up. Steady as she goes. Perfectly flat. That's good news for Kobe. Like I said, I think we've hit the bottom and we're just kind of, riding the bottom. That's what she said, just riding the bottom until we see what Kobe's going to do next. I don't anticipate another massive drop in these Kobe cards. I think people are starting to gain some confidence that if we're not at the bottom, we're close enough on the Kobe's, the LeBrons, the Jordans, the Doncic's and stuff like that. And we're seeing that. That's what we're seeing. These results are buffering that impression that I'm giving. 2009 top Steph Curry paper. I don't think I looked this one up, did I? Yeah, I did. Here's another great example. 370. It's not a low pop card. It's kind of his commodity paper card. There's been a bunch of these graded. Almost 8,000 have been graded. This card is up 6% over the last 6 months. And so even the commodity type cards are doing very, very well. Limited Logos Magic. What a beautiful card that is from first year Exquisite. One of the greatest products post 2000 ever. 7,500 for that one right there. A Booker True RPA, serial number to 99. PSA 9, 10 for the auto, does 7,800. Pop 1, only one higher. A Jordan Upper Deck 2001 autograph, not playing years, $9,000 for that one, serial number to 30. Here's what I was trying to tell you. PSA 8 Jordan, 6,300. PSA 8 Jordan with the eye appeal sticker, and it's a top 5% eye appeal sticker, which is miserably impossible to obtain. 9,900, about 30% higher sale right there. I've got it pulled up. Look for yourself. If we view all sales, the sticker last night with the PWCC S Superior 5% sticker, 9,900. Look at the other PSA 8 sales recently, 6,300, 7,250, 5,500, 6,500, 7,600, 7,500, 7,000, 7,500, 7,600, 7,272, 6,700, 6,500. If we kill this and go back to the graph, that sale last night would be off this chart. The reason it's not is because two cards sold in the same night, so they take the two cards, add them up, and take the average. So it's showing you a PWCC sticker sale occurred, but the sale price is not the 8,100 that you're seeing on your screen. It was actually, what did we say, 9,900, so almost $10,000. So if you go back and try to find this Michael Jordan card on this chart, chart, it would be somewhere up here where it says sales. That's how important that sticker is. Out of the last 21 sales, the average is 7,000. This one sold for almost 10,000. So literally right at 30% higher for the PWCC S sticker. I wanted to look this up because I'm interested in this. It's a 1961 Fleer pack. I thought it was a good deal, and let me show you why. If you're opening the pack, I think it's a good deal, and let me tell you why. Because GAI 8.5, really what you care about in these packs is, are they authentic? And I'm not a pack collector, so I may say something that sounds stupid here, but you want to make sure that it's a real pack. It hasn't been, shuffled through and replaced or changed out or anything like that. A GAI 8.5 condition-wise can't be that different from a PSA 8. It just can't be that different. You're grading an unopened pack. You don't know what all the cards inside are going to look like. If anything, you can only press and see the top and the back. And so you're talking about a 1961 sealed GAI 8.5 pack for $9,900. You don't care if it's graded by GAI or PSA or BGS. If you're going to rip the pack open, right? That would be a fun rip on the channel. So here's what I wanted to show you. The date sold. The last PSA 8 pack sold for $19,800. That's exactly twice as much as this GAI pack sold for last night. I think that's pretty. To me, I'd take 2 GAI packs and rip them both and send everything for grading. I think it'd be fun as hell. BGS 9 Jordan does 10. Tom Burwinkle, yes, you heard me. Tom Burwinkle in his little beautiful pink overcoat that he's wearing there. It's got a PWCC sticker. It's a PSA 9. Again, none higher. So for set registry fiends, that's as good as you can do. 5 figures, Burwinkle. Autographed Steph, we see this one all the time. 2009 playoff contenders. PSA 10 does $11,700. Super green Kobe, like I said, the Iverson was starting to fade. This Kobe is Hulk City. Rasho Nesterovic doing his thing. $15,600 for that Kobe PSA 9. There's been some conjecture and some discussion about whether one day people won't care as much about the greening because all of them will have greened. I don't know. It's something to think about, right? Maybe one day all of them will have greened, and so maybe one day right now you should go buy all the green ones because they're going for a discount, whereas the real colorful ones are going for more. But if they're all going to green one day, they're all going to look exactly the same. I don't know, something to think about. 1010 LeBron 2003 SP Authentic Signature, $16,200 for that one. We saw the 2020 Flawless Patch Auto Jokic, but it was serial number 5. This Doncic is 1 of 1. That's a gorgeous looking card right there. $19,800. Larry Siegfried from Siegfried and Roy. This guy would bring his white tiger to the games. He would put it on the side. They just chain it to the bench. Back then there wasn't a lot of animal control laws, and so he'd bring his white tiger to the bench. Of course, he had that great alley-oop combination with Roy. So Siegfried to Roy. I'm just kidding. $19,800 for this Pop 2 card. And then another one of those crazy flawless Star Swatch signature auto patch thingies, $21,000. I'm wondering why in the world. Oof. I don't know, man. Give me the Doncic 1 of 1 over the Steph Curry serial number 10. I don't know. Doncic can't have the career that Steph Curry had. Maybe I'm just a hater. 2 guys I've never heard of. Let's just be very clear. Don Ole and McCoy McLemore. If this guy's nickname wasn't Mac or Big Mac, I don't know what his teammates were doing, but his name was McCoy McLemore. Mac. $22,800 for McCoy McLemore. I've got it pulled up. If you want to know the highest selling McCoy McLemore card, guess. Yes, last night on the PWCC Weekly Auction number 80. Only $21,000 more than the last highest sale in 2016. So add that to the list of vintage cards that are going ape donkey. 1970 Topps Don Ole PSA 10 does $22,800 as well. I don't even need to look it up. Well, here, let's just look it up, damn it. Don Ole. What do you know? $22,800 is, $19,000 more than the highest sale ever for a Don Ole, and it was a 1961 Fleer PSA 10. So monster sales for the vintage community. Again, y'all can keep talking about it and keep puffing your chest. This is very impressive. And then the winner, I guess, the 1986 Fleer BGS 9.5. This is interesting because it's a Min Gem, but it got a PWCC Eye Appeal sticker, and it got the 30% sticker, which is the weakest of the stickers. It sold for $33,000 last night. I've got it pulled up. Again, subs are everything on these BGS 9.5 Jordans. The pop is $537. Remember, the pop on the PSA 10 is like $317, $319. What is it? $318. It keeps changing, okay? But the PSA 10 does 33,000. The BGS 9.5 does 33,000. The last PSA 10 did 220, but remember that had a PWCC S sticker, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. So there it is right there. Yeah, PWCC S sticker did 220. So the last two Jordan sales have been over 200,000. That's an interesting trend. Let me know what you think about this. The PSA 10, 158, 200. 222. Again, the sticker kind of skews it, so we just got to kind of wait and see. But the card that won the auction last night is the BGS 9.5, and that's been relatively steady. Did you expect it to go a little bit higher because that PWCC sticker? I think people kind of did their own eye appeal and kind of noted that the corners were a BGS 9, and so they went with their gut rather than went with the PWCC sticker. But that's it. That's your top, guys. And by the way, let me stand up here and get you back on big screen because I am sponsored by Homage.com. And the fine folks at Homage sent me a bevy of t-shirts, and this is just one of them. They knew I was a huge Bucks fan, a huge Giannis collector, and a Giannis fan, and so they sent me this shirt. If you see this little logo on the arm right there, that's Homage, right? They make a ton of stuff for NBA teams. Another way you can support the channel without giving me any of your hard-earned money is to go into my YouTube description, click on that Homage link, and go buy some t-shirts for your friends or your kids or your wife or something like that. They got some real clever stuff, not just real cool, unique stuff like I'm wearing. And this fabric is, I say it over and over, it's like warm pudding. It's like pouring warm pudding over your body, right? When you put this shirt on, I just put it on for the first time. I've got a stack of shirts over here that I'm gonna wear as I do these videos. Right when I put it on, it felt like I'd had it for 10 years. You know, your favorite t-shirt in the closet. That's what these Homage t-shirts feel like. So 4 ways to support the channel. PWCC, use the affiliate link, save it as your favorites when you buy, use the promo code Cajun when you sell, buy Homage t-shirts using my affiliate link. It's in my YouTube description. It's easy. Anybody can do it, even if you're from Louisiana. And then the last way is, if you just want to give me some of your hard-earned money, if you appreciate the fact that there's no subscription fee, if you want to help me pay for the MJ Hierarchy Project Giant Glossy, I'm gonna need about $2,000. So I'm trying to put that together and kind of find a way to kind of disseminate that and distribute that through the hobby. It's gonna cost me about $2,000, $2,500, something like that. If you want to just click the PayPal link and donate whatever you think is fair, that's up to you. But those are the 4 ways that you can help support the channel. As always, thank you guys for watching this video. I was at the National last week, but I had stuff pre-recorded, so you're gonna see pretty consistent this week as well. I've got so many ideas written down over here. Somebody at the National stopped me and said, do you ever worry, aren't you going to run out of topics? And I tried to explain to them, my list of unique topics that have never been discussed on YouTube is growing at a faster rate than I can produce content. And so my list of videos to produce is growing as I'm doing literally 7 or 8 or 9 videos a week. I can't keep up with my old Cajun brain. I've got all sorts of great ideas. I wish I could do them. I just don't have enough time in the day. So let's wrap up the MJ Hierarchy Project first. I've got 2 massive things going on right now. I'm buying a humongous raw collection up in the Northeast. So I'm in the middle of continuing to appraise those cards and trying to schedule a way to get up there and take down that collection and bring it back to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so I can grade it. And then I am also working on acquiring a Monster Grail. I know I keep saying that, but I left the National without finding the cards that I wanted, and then I started putting pen to paper, and I think I figured out a way that I can go get that absolute white whale that I've been talking about. And you guys, if you know me, you know where my priorities lie when it comes to 90s cards and what my favorite set is, so you guys can kind of go from there. Anyway, I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to talk any more about it till it's in hand and the deal is done. Thank you guys for watching. As always, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like it, and hit the bell icon so you get notifications of when new videos come out. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby. Have a great week this week in and out of the hobby, and peace.